Yeah, I tell you, good stuff. Yeah, he was throwing the ball well. Good velocity. It was hitting the spots well. Leadoff hitter, like maybe a triple, but it was one-run game. And the split just didn't have a lot of movement to it. Far ahead, but still, stuff was good going into 6, and that's when he got away from it. But he did make some mistakes, 2 strike mistakes. I don't want these guys to feel pressure because we're not scoring a lot of runs. I mean, right now there's nothing clicking. I mean, let's be honest. It's been a rough start, and we're not very good right now. I'm not saying we're not very good right now. We are good, but we've got to find a way to come out of this. By all of us stepping it up, but this is a tough way to end this series. The way the first 2 games went. So, we've been through it. I got men out there. They, this when you find a way to get through this, and they will.
You watched from home for a couple of them, but that's 4 games in the last week where the lineup, the first time through, just hasn't done anything. Is that making it tough on the start?
Yeah, well, it does. Yeah, you'd like to give them a cushion. Although one game we did have 3 and couldn't hold it, but it's always good to get an early lead and add on. Those are great things. And but I will say, even in spring training, we had our games where we had trouble getting something going early. It was 4th or 5th before we look up and get a hit, and so somehow we got to change that. Come out. Hopefully put a little pressure on the opposing team.
You talked to Bam Bam about changing up routines, or?
Yeah, we've talked. We're shaking up the lineup as you saw today. It's only so much you can do. Hey, these, they're these are our guys, and they've been through this, like I said, and they'll fight their way through this. And if anybody can handle what's going on, they can. We're just, we went through it in the second half and got tough there at the end. Fortunately, we had a good first half. Now, we're going to have to pick it up now and play good ball from this point on.
Is it different? Last year, you guys could always look back on the record was still good because of what you did early on. Is it different to look up and see 6 and 13 or 7 games out?
No, I think you have to look at where you're at now. What you have to be careful of, you can't let any kind of complacency set in and say it's early. We'll be okay. I don't want to hear that either. I mean, we got to have that, the old adage, come out with some sense of urgency. All these games are important, and so you got to stay away from that attitude too. It's only, we're not through April yet, and we have 140 something games. That doesn't work. I don't believe, and so you always, every day you come here, you plan on coming out of it, and putting together a good game. I felt that today. It really didn't go that way, but I'll feel that way tomorrow.
What you think of Brandon in left field?
He was all right. Yeah, he seemed kind of excited to go out there. So I handled that fine. So I said, I want to see how he plays right field. So I put him out in right field. He was fine. I know he's playing with some soreness in that knee. So ain't nothing. I just took him out. I said, hey, I just hit Marrero. I'm gonna give you a break, and that's all that was. He could have kept going. He didn't ask to come out. That was all me.